Good morning, beautiful women. Wherever you are watching from today, I want to say welcome. I am here from the Overberg in the Western Cape, and if you've never watched before, my name is Tanya. This is Sent a Ministry to Women, and I'm really passionate about women knowing their call and walking out their purpose here on earth. And I'm missing the Saint Women so much this morning. I love you, Saint Women, if you are watching. And I just want to say there's a lot coming this year. There's a lot that I have planned, and God has been speaking to me, and I'm so looking forward to this year of 2025. For those of you who listen to the word for 2025 will know that there's going to be suddenlies by His grace that He's going to be doing this year on the road, like those two disciples walking on the road, and Jesus came alongside them, and they were talking about Jesus, the Messiah that was here, and they were basically being miserable about what happened with Jesus, and they didn't recognize Him until they were around the table with Jesus, sharing the bread, and Him starting to break open this revelation that He has for them. And what I wanted to start off with is that God will make waves with your faith that will possibly rock a few boats on the water, a few ships even. And I really want to trust Holy Spirit to make this so rooted in your heart, to establish it in your heart this morning, because it's so special. When you throw a stone in the water and you see this little pebble making these ripple effects, imagine your faith, even as small as a mustard seed, because it's His faith. And you throw it in the water, you're throwing it out there, you're putting it out there. And imagine the ripple effects and the waves it can cause, and even rock a few boats on the water. And so maybe today you feel a bit discouraged. It's the beginning of 2025. There's already some things maybe happening where you're feeling like, oh my goodness, please don't let this be another year of just, maybe you experienced a lot of disappointments last year, or whatever it may be. That your faith is His faith. It cannot change. It cannot be rocked. It is His faith. It is supernatural, and trusting in Him is supernatural, and it's the opposite of fear. And so I just want to say to you today that if you're already at this place where you're starting to maybe feel a little bit apprehensive about stepping into what He's calling you to do this year, then I want to encourage you this morning. I want to remind you of the very heart of Sent that I've shared a few times. Maybe you've heard it over and over. I never get tired of this because it is crucial to remember this. Where it says, above all, guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life. And out of this place, our lives are shaped and formed. It has nothing to do, our life is not formed by our circumstances, by who you are, how old you are, what season of your life you are in. It is shaped out of this place, woman. And so even now, this is more important than anything else, to take time out always to just know that He is busy with our hearts. He is interested in our hearts. And if there are some things that He wants to stir up, because it's a good thing, because there's also good in this garden of our hearts. Beautiful that He wants to cause this year to come forth these beautiful flowers and trees and fruits that He wants to bring forth from this place. Then let Him do that. Drink from Him, eat from Him, and let Him do that. And then maybe if you recognize this bit of maybe something, it can be anything like rejection, a bit of bitterness, or you've been comparing yourself to others, or you've been really doubting yourself, or just things in your life, and it causing some things, let Him just deal with it. And He will. He does that. So that you, I want to almost say, if you picture the garden and you doing those things that He's told you to do, water it, give it the right nutrition, give it what it needs, this garden. Be with him. Then those things, he will deal with it. It's not something that we should harp on for a long time unless it is deep rooted and he wants to set you free. And so I pray for that this morning. As you step out, as you do this, that this is what he'll do. And I want to share with you quickly, because I want to make this short today, so that you will be so encouraged that God uses the ordinary to do the extraordinary. In Jesus' lineage, there are ordinary women that are mentioned that are not even in his bloodline. If you understand how important the bloodline of Jesus was to keep it pure until Jesus was born, then you will understand this. But these women were ordinary, and some of them, their lives were messy. Even a prostitute that was used by God and mentioned in his lineage. And so I want to remind you of that. If you are feeling just that stirring in you to step out, and you don't even understand any of this, and you don't even know fully what this looks like or who he is, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He wants to use you. So Moses' mother recognized this time and space in the timeline that Pharaoh had ordered all the male babies to be killed. And she took Moses and put him in this basket, an ordinary thing. And she made it waterproof and she put it in the river. And her daughter had been watching, Moses' sister. But Pharaoh's daughter came and she saw this basket and took it out of the Nile River. God had protected him there in the Nile River, in this little basket, kept him there until she saw him, took him out, and Moses' sister saw this because she'd been watching. And she went to Pharaoh's daughter and said, do you want me to get someone to feed this baby and nurture this baby? And she said, yes. And so she went to her mom, to Moses' mom, and Moses went back to his mother. And she could nurture him. And you guys know the story of Moses growing up in Pharaoh's house and what happened, because God had his hand on this boy. And so look out for the signs of his presence, of these moments in the ordinary in your life, women. Yeah, at the beginning of 2025, as you are just maybe in your life, in your home life, as a mom, as a person in the workplace, as a businesswoman, wherever, maybe you're all those things. But look out for these ordinary moments where his presence is on it and he wants to do something extraordinary. And unlike that ripple effect that's caused by a little pebble, he wants to cause, imagine, a big waves that will even rock some ships, and to trust him in it. Trusting him is the opposite of fearing. Trusting in him that his love is enough for you so that you don't have to fear. Trusting him enough, knowing that you are in him and he's in you, and as you journey out this journey that he's called you to, he's with you. This morning the Lord said to me, we are joined to the hip. I don't know, he says funny things to me sometimes. And he said to me, I can't wait to see the look on your face when I do what I'm going to be doing. And that joining him in every step, every moment. You know, he's the I am. He's in the moment as well. And he's so in your life with you, even right now where you are. I don't know where you are, but he knows. He sees. He knows all things. He knows the details of your life, woman, because you have a book and a scroll in heaven that is written out. He has that for you. Do not believe the lies of the enemy that you will never do anything, or that you are just called to be everyone else's slave or walk over. That is not who you are. You are so valuable because you were created in his image. So women, I want to finish off just by reminding you that He wants to do the extraordinary through your life, and to just look out for the signs of His presence. And remember, this is not just for you. He wants to use you for other people and for His kingdom purposes, to the glory of His name. You have a place, and that is where in Him, your place is in Him. Your place is standing in that firmly as you watch and see what God has for you and what He does for you. Your place is to sometimes be moved to lift up your sword or your shield of faith. But it is not. Your place is to open your mouth, to use the voice that God has given you. He does not want you to be silent any longer, woman. Your place is not just to allow the world to rock you around on this way from here to there, but your place is in Him, not as a victim, but as an overcomer. I can go on this morning because I really am wanting to encourage you, but I'm not going to. I just really pray that this encourages you to continue to journey forward, to not get discouraged as you are journeying out, walking out this plan for your life. If you don't know what I'm talking about today, you are welcome to message me. Please comment on this video if you've been encouraged today. And I want to say that if you're already on YouTube and you've subscribed, press the little notification buttons so that you're notified when I put out a new video. There's so much in store for this year. I'm very excited for this year, for what God has, not just with Sent, obviously so many other things that He's been showing us, my husband and I, but also especially for Sent. And I can't wait to see you again. And I just want to bless you and love you.